Welcome to the Games Corner, guys, and this is gonna be it's probably my third attempt recording this video. Because I got a new headset, I got the Razer Megalodons, and I tried to record this IGC using that microphone, and it made my voice sound very loud and obnoxious and distorted. I have to change the setting on that, but I'd figure I'd just use the old-fashioned microphone that I've been using since the first episode. So, welcome to Vox, guys. This is a game that is solely based on your creation. You create everything in this game, whether it's the world, the weapons, the enemies, even your character. It is an incredible game, and it's probably going to be the next biggest indie game. Now, this is very early. I would say it's way before even being the final product. So everything you see here is going to be a work in progress, and we're just going to jump into it, and you guys will see anything that looks bad or just doesn't look right is obviously going to be fixed in the future. Not saying this game doesn't have any bad aspects of it. It does, but nothing too crazy. Alright, so this is a character I created. Kind of looks like me. Kind of doesn't. Kind of does in a way. Anyway, you can pick one of two characters that are already pre-made. There's a skeleton. And then there's a guy named Mike. But we're gonna play as Joseph just for the sake of me, I guess. But before I do that, I want to show you guys just the depths of the creativity you can put in your character. You can choose one of 4 pre-made heads, or what you can do is you can create your own head. And I think this is one of the best features this game has. It brings you into this little thing right here. And if you wanted to, you could change the color of it. Let's just say I want to make him a blue head. There you go, a completely blue head. Now, what if I want to give him white eyes? Give him little white eyes right here. And what if I want him to smile? Usually smiles, I'll make it black. I know, that's racist. There you go, smiling blue head. But what if I want to give him a hat? And with the tools that this game gives you, allows you to do that. So we're gonna give him a black hat. I'm terrible with this, by the way. I definitely need to work on this a bit, because I do not know how to use it that well. But even if someone as simple as me can make something like this, I can only imagine what other people are gonna make. There you go, black hat, blue guy. Save. Now, all the same rules will apply for the custom. You can make a custom body if you want. You can even just do one of the pre-made ones. You can make a custom body. You can make what I just do. Custom body, custom shoes, custom gloves, even your shoes. I think I said shoes already. That bee is flying into the camera. I'm not gonna play as him, but I want to save him just because I kind of like how he came out. Save him blue. It's the name of my dog, by the way. I'll probably work on him in the future. I want to play as my character right now, Joseph, and let's level him up a bit. So, you're gonna start up the game. Here, you can create your own worlds. I haven't tried creating my own world yet. The option's there, but I haven't tried it. There's Tenobis, which is kind of like a sandy, deserty kind of terrain. And then there's Voxtopia. Voxtopia is the one I'm mostly familiar with. So, let's kick this off. Start off in the air. Really quickly, off the bat, I want to show you the inventory screen. You can pick this. I'm going to pick that as my bow. I already have arrows equipped. But here's something I really do love about this game. And this is probably where the game shines. Any weapon you want. Let's say you find this bow. I just found this bow in a treasure chest. Click on it, drag it here. You can bring it into the voxel editor, and you can customize this bow to however you want. Which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to paint the bow. I'm going to give it some red stripes. Because I can do that. We're allowed to. Put a red stripe going down here. Look at that. That's a nice bow. There we go. Now we have a red bow. But what if I want to make that rope? Let's make that rope pink. There we go. That's a nice looking bow. And you can even edit the particle effects it gives out. I honestly, you can increase the particles. Let me see that. This is actually kind of new to me. I didn't even know you can do this. I'm not gonna screw with this because that does look slightly more complicated than customizing the bow, and I forgot to save my changes. Crap. Oh well, let's not do that. Yeah, you can add things to it, and I just messed up. Alright, let's make the rope pink. Save, we're done. As you can see, the changes apply instantly. But you know what? We're done. I'm not gonna go too far in detail with that. Now, the reason why he's in a crater is because I threw a bomb at him, and it kind of works the same as Minecraft. You're able to throw bombs at whatever port you want, and it'll make a crater in the ground. But let's go talk to him. And the cool thing about this is you can go into first person. Look at that. And it's a really nice looking first person too. Let's talk to the wizard. Oops. Let's not shoot him with the arrow. Alright. I'm not even gonna read that. Let's just say, yes, of course, I would like to do this. Quest is accepted. Let's climb out of this hole. Let's see what the quest does. Alright, we gotta kill 10 slimes and 1 king slime. Now, one problem with this game I faced so far is the hitbox is a little weird. As you can see, my arrows are going through the enemy. This is obviously something that's gonna be fixed later on. But there are some weapons that don't do that. I'm gonna switch to the ice staff here in a second after I kill him. There's something cool I'd like to show you guys with this bow. Something I really like about it is the light effect it gives off. Like, here, I'm gonna see if I can shoot it between that tree over there. It doesn't shoot that far apparently. It does. Well, as you guys can see, the light shines off the ground, and that looks really, really nice. So I'm going to switch over to the ice staff. This is the ice staff that I kind of obliterated. I was trying to customize it, and I kind of screwed it up. So let me see if I can fix that. Let's bring it to the voxel editor. It definitely looked a lot cooler than this before, I promise. But let's just see if I can create an ice staff right now from scratch. What am I doing? As I said, I'm terrible with this whole creating system, so I haven't had a chance to really work with it. So this is actually my first time actually creating something that's new. Let's delete this whole little layer right there, and let's delete that little layer over there. There we go. Now we have a nice little staff handle thing. I want to make the bottom spread out a bit, so we're gonna create, bring that out one more, let's bring that out one more, bring this one out one more, and let's bring that one out one more. Now, it won't be an ice staff if it didn't have a blue tip, so let's do that. I'm not exactly sure what kind of detail I'm going for here, so oops. This'll work. Nope, that won't work. And let's give it a little darker tint in the middle. Black. There we go. That'll work. It's not the best looking, but I should have made it a little longer, huh? Alright. Now the pixel or the particle editor. As I said, I'm not entirely sure how this works. First time for everything, right? A lifetime, I can. Look at that. Alright, this'll work. Good enough. I do want to change the color of it, though. That'll work. Oops, what'd I do? There we go. Save. And we're gonna save one more time. The particles aren't showing up. I'm not exactly sure why. But let's see how well it works against them. Alright, doesn't work well. Apparently we need particles, so let me work on that a bit. And as you guys can kind of see, is relatively easy to jump into. This is actually going a lot better in my last one. so I'm really happy about that. I'm just not exactly sure how to do any of these things. Let's increase the number of particles just to make it easier. Hope that thing's not going to attack me. Alright, we're going to save that. I wonder if I can just... Nope, can't. Alright. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get this thing to work. Yeah, when you step on him, he does damage. Let's just use the sword. Might as well. Maybe I'll find a new staff as I go along. There we go. Here's my sword that I made a bit ago. But everyone knows a sword would not be complete if I didn't have a shield with it. There we go. Usually, let me see if I can switch hands around. Nope, can't. Oh well, let's kill him. Well, I need a better sword. This thing's kind of doesn't do the best damage. I'm gonna try not to die, but it won't be a bad thing if I do, because I get to show you how it looks when you're dead. So if I could just die really quick for you. Let me go into third person. There you go. So when you die, your ghost is right there. And this is actually a pretty cool thing. We're gonna respawn. Here's my new guy. Drops right down. I'm going to pull out the bow. I seem to have better luck with that. Alright. Whoops. Why can't I aim? Hold on a minute. There we go. Alright, that was weird. So, you can walk over to your body, and actually it's pretty cool. Because here's your little ghost of your character floating around here. And when you click on that, it tells you how long you've been alive for, what your name was. Just in case you're playing on multiplayer and your friends wanted to see who died at what spot. So let's kill this guy, let's finish him off. Here's the problem right now is the hitbox. There he goes. I really like the crumbly effect of when they die too. Really nice physics. So, where else are we gonna... Oh yeah, slimes. Hey, bro. Yeah, my biggest problem with this game so far is just the hitbox. The fact that it's really hard to hit your target at times. And the only weapon I have seen not to have any trouble with is the ice staff, which I kind of broke. So there's another bad part of it. No, we're gonna hit him. Come on. If we can ever hit him. Attack this guy too. Ooh, I hit him on the critical. Come on. There we go. Is this one dead? Almost. Alright, there we go. And good, he dropped me a heart. I'm trying to figure out how to cancel the shot. I don't think I can, so. I know there's a chest around here. Last time I played, I found there was a chest, like up here? The cool thing is about this game is it does have randomly generated quests. Not really I don't think it has variation in like which enemies you're fighting, but it's more of how many enemies you're gonna fight and how many enemies you have to kill. And another cool thing about this is it's like you're gonna be able to create your own quest line. You're gonna create your own storyline. Not to mention it's gonna have an online feature where you can probably download other people's quest lines and try out theirs and follow the story and build your character. And the fact that you can create your own weapons and you can create your own enemies, this game is not going to get boring in a really long time. Especially you're going to have a really creative fan base. People who are really creative, I don't see why they wouldn't be crawling all over this. Just the fact that you're going to be able to create your own experience so effortless. Alright. Slime needs to die. Yeah, I noticed that, like, in order to hit your target, you're gonna have to either aim above him or under him, depending on where you are. But I noticed that it almost never works to aim at him when attacking your... So right now, my biggest concern of what the developer needs to fix in this is just a hitbox with bows. Oh, that was a big jump. And now I'm stuck on that. When am I stuck? Oh, alright, I see. Come on. There we go. And this game does have day and night cycles. The reason why I don't have it on right now is because night gets really, really dark. And we don't want that. When night gets dark, it makes it hard to see anything. And that's just a disaster. Alright. Like, as you guys see, I'm like hitting him dead on. Nothing's happening. I'm not entirely sure why that is, but hopefully that's going to be fixed in a later update. I thought I can find where that king slime is. Oh, this is a lot easier. When you're close to him, went to oof. Where'd he go? Yeah, it'd be cool to see what people create in this. I don't know why I stuttered so hard there. Couldn't talk today, so that's a big problem. Another cool feature of this is the mining system. It's a little different from how the Minecraft is. I think my thing just stopped responding. Oh, alright, there we go. Oh, there's the treasure chest. Hold on, I'm gonna switch to a, And I could never get that scythe to work. The scythe needs a lot... Maybe I just don't know how to use it. But, I had a lot of trouble trying to figure out how to get that to work. And let's take it off. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to try and figure out how to get this staff to work. Aha! I got it to work, guys. Alright, save. So now, this is going to go by so much quicker. Hopefully. Here's the staff. Yep, alright, I got it working. So, now with the staff that I've kind of created, we're going to use it against this blob right here, and you can see how much more down... Stay still. There he goes. Now, it freezes them so they stay in place. And it doesn't do much damage, but just enough to kill him pretty quickly. And last slime right here. And he is dead. Yeah, it's not the funnest weapon to use, but he gets the job done. As soon as developer either adds more weapons or fixes the other weapons, definitely be a lot more fun to use. So now the king slime. We gotta keep an eye out for him. So I killed his slimes and he's probably not happy about that. He's a really big slime with a crown on his head. There he is. Look at him. He is so ready to go to a party. But what I'm going to do, and this is going to be the most entertaining thing. Let me see if I can hit him with the scythe. He's a big target. Should be pretty easy. I have to get closer. Oh, I hit him. Come at me. Oh wow, this scythe is actually pretty good. I never really used it before, so new to me. Oh boy. Alright, now I'm having a hard time hitting him. And the last one. Okay, not the last one. There he goes. Now he's broken. What did he drop? And he dropped the heart and 2 things. But let's go turn in the quest and get my experience. This is a pretty cool weapon though. If I can. Nope, I cannot hit him. Screw it! Alright, let's talk to the wizard. Quest complete. Alright, I'm stuck. Alright guys, so the final thing I want to show you in this will be... There we go. Is the leveling up system. I am not leveled up, so it's not really the best representation of this, but as you level up, you get 5 points. Well, at least from when you're leveling up from 1 to 2, you get 5 points that you can contribute to either strength, dexterity, or magic. Last time I did it to magic, and I didn't really notice much of a difference. I wonder, maybe that's why my arrows aren't hitting the target as well as they should. Might have something to do with my dexterity being extremely low. I mean, this game doesn't necessarily have a much to keep. Doesn't have a much. This game doesn't have as much to keep me going and keep playing and to level up my character all the way. Probably because it's, as I said, it's a game that has to be ran by the community. But being that there's no multiplayer right now, it's not really a community to build upon. There is a very small community, me being part of it, and just trying to get the word out there for bucks. This game is awesome. I really can't wait for this game to be released, and whenever it does get released. It is an indie game. You can buy it now, $10. Support the developer who is working really hard on this game. I appreciate it. If you watch this video all the way out, I really do appreciate it. So support the developer of this game and give it a shot. I am Joseph Christ, your personal gaming Jesus. And this has been Indie Game Corner.